With many looking to book spring break travel and prices increasing, we have some tips for you today from Terry Dean, the owner of the Wishing Well Travel Agency in Harrisonburg. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course, and I know you mentioned you've been very busy with clients coming in, booking trips for spring break specifically or just travel in general, but what all have you all been seeing at the Wishing Well?
Well, we've been seeing really about a 40% uptick in travel from this same time last year, which is really good. I think some indicators that point to that, Taylor, are probably the relaxation of the COVID-19 restrictions when it comes to travel. Travelers are sort of taking that as their go card. So they're ready to go. And travel is hot right now.
All right, and then I know you mentioned before the interview some top destinations. So what are there certain places people are leaning more toward when they're booking or have an idea when they come in and see you all?
There really are, which is really, I've never seen it so pointed towards certain destinations before. But of course, it's spring break. So everybody wants to get out of the cold, which hasn't been too awfully bad here this year, but for a lot of other people in the country it has. So we're seeing a big push toward places like Punta Cana. Mexico is up in double digits over what it was before. Interestingly enough, we're seeing Italy, anywhere in Italy, Greece, and certainly Mexico. And cruises are up also this year.
All right, and then for those that may reach out to you all or just looking into booking, are there any tips that they should keep in mind, say money saving tips or anything like that?
There really are. Bundling is always a great idea. Something that's going to put your flights, your accommodations, your transfers, maybe even some sightseeing together in that pricing. The other thing is when you're deciding to travel, because some of the better days to travel is going to be before March 9th or after April the 16th. That's when you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. Also, though it goes against sometimes popular information in the travel industry, traveling on a Tuesday versus traveling on a Saturday might land you a 20% savings.
All right, and then I know you mentioned also there's some trips that you all have or destinations that may be beneficial to someone's budget, like you just mentioned. $1,000 is a lot for a trip, but also still a valuable price. So what are some of those destinations?
It is, and so you can get those better destinations sometimes in better pricing if you're traveling to destinations that are considered off-season. So you wouldn't necessarily right now, if you were thinking to book at this moment, want to focus on Florida probably or the Caribbean. That's going to land you in a much higher price bracket. But off-season places like New York City that offers a plethora of things to do, you can still get a 4-star hotel right across from Rockefeller Center with airfare for about $845 per person, and that's a 4-night package.
All right, definitely a lot to look into. Makes me want to start looking into booking a vacation. So thank you so much. Oh, I know, we're all ready, especially like you mentioned, winter weather and all that. But thank you so much for your time today, Terry.
It's a pleasure.